Welcome to Baxter's video. This is episode number 3. We're coming to you live from New Orleans, Louisiana. New Year's Eve. I hope everybody is having a wonderful New Year's Eve. This New Year's 2021's gotta be better than 2020. 2020 is supposed to be perfect vision, but I see an acceleration coming in 2021. So, glad y'all are joining me, and what we're going to do tonight, I am going to bring you a awesome chicken in andouille gumbo. We have some garlic herb andouille and it's actually a chicken sausage andouille, which is really good garlic flavor. As you know I like my garlic. All right, I have the roux going. I'm going to do this, so I had some feedback about not knowing what consistency or how much to put in the roux. So I'm going to do my best to measure it for you and get you on board so you can actually do it at home, because I know telling you that to eye it and it looks like lava may be a little misleading. So what we're going to do, what I'm going to do, look, if I say we and you try to correct my language, I'm saying we because I'm including you, the audience, as you're here with me. So if I say we, it's because I'm talking to you. It's us. So what I'm going to do here, I am going to put a 1/4 cup of olive oil, Sicilian extra virgin olive oil, 1/4 cup of that. I'll rinse this out real good because you don't want your flour to stick to that, but the flour is going to stick to it. So, okay, so I would probably say it would be 1/4 and 1/4. So you got 50 cents. So we'll take 1/4 of oil and so we have 1/4 cup of olive oil and 1/4 cup of flour. That is, let me see if that's going to be the mixture I'm going to leave you with. Bam, bam. We got our rag going. Actually, put 1/4 cup of flour. Go ahead. 1/4 cup of oil, 1/2 cup of flour. So we'll add another 1/4 to that. I love the way that sounds. So, tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to do 1/4 cup, 1/4 cup of olive oil, or whatever you prefer to use. Myself, olive oil is healthier. So, like I said, you could use the avocado oil as well, because that is a very high temperature proof. Any one of your local supermarkets. I don't want to promote any, not until money gets involved. I will promote their stuff. Yeah, so you start off with 1/4 cup of oil, 3/4 cup of flour. That is the perfect texture that you want. That's the perfect texture. If you see that, it kind of looks like a clay. Can you see that? Bam, that's what you want. You want it to look like that, and as it heats up, it's going to, it'll kind of start to bubble like lava. And if you get a little too thick, you can always just add a tad bit more of oil. So that's not a problem. So don't panic if that happens. Okay. I'll rinse my hands off. As you can see, I got green onions. I got my Italian parsley. I have all types of bell pepper, red, orange, yellow, green. I have pearl onions. I have fresh garlic. And I have a red onion. All of that, bam, is going to go right in the gumbo. All right, so what I'm going to start right here. with the red onion. Let me get my trash can. I always like to keep one like right under me where I'm working. That way you keep your counter space clean, as I've mentioned before, as you go along, you know. Clean as you go, you have way less mess at the end of the night. And it's actually impressive when you have company and you're cooking for company and you're throwing together something and bam, there's no mess, you got a great meal. It's like, wow, somebody taught them well. So here we go. Remember, we go straight across, just as if you was cutting. Bam, 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 bam. Get your little chunks. You can also buy the seasoning already cut up. I think prepping is the best part of cooking. That's why they call it, actually, in the old days, they called it a labor of love, because you're cooking something. Usually you would be cooking for the people that you love, naturally, so it's a labor of love, and it's a fun labor of love. So I'm gonna get my bowls out so we can store our stuff. Alright, we got the purple onion. That's already done. We got the oil heating up. The oil is heating up. I'll do that. I'll cut up some of this parsley. It's already been rinsed. There we go. Made a little mess. Not too bad. I hope everybody is having a great new year. I know it's, what is it, 10/18? Couple of hours. We will be looking right into the face of another year. And, you know, 2020 has actually been a great year for me. A really great year. I got the great honor of, I'm going to do a little acting as well. I had the great honor of working on NCIS, New Orleans, which is my favorite show. Like a dream come true. That's a long story for another time. I had the privilege of working with all them great people. And we'll just let go. But I believe that's just for something bigger and better in store. Say let go. It just had to change up some people with the COVID going on. It's kind of hard to use the same actors all the time unless you're a lead actor, which I'm a lead, just hadn't been let in yet. Right? Alright, there's our parsley cut up. Now, we're not going to use all of that parsley, but I have it already prepped and ready to go. Way. Here, I'll add this Italian parsley with it. Boom, that's all stem. We don't do the stem. That way when you need parsley, it's already done. It's actually, fresh parsley is a way better seasoning. It's a garnish, but it's also a seasoning. The Italian parsley, anyway. All right, we got that. We have the chicken. I use boneless, skinless chicken thighs, which is my all-time favorite. I'm going to do some of these pearl onions. We'll do some of these. And what I'm going to do with the pearl onion, I'm going to keep them and cut them almost like onion rings, because it's a garnish flavored onion. So we'll put it in there whole like that. Just slice it about a 1/4 inch thick, and then once you're ready to add it, you can just take your fingers and put right there, pop, 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 and it pops right out. And I'll show you. And you kind of got like what you would do onion rings with. And then you just throw that in with the other onions, and then that just gives it a little a little texture and a little another added bite and spice flavor. All right, I will get the, let's do this, get rid of, boil up the parsley. I hate having my back to you, but bear with me. I actually have some other cameras on the way. I am getting a body cam and a head cam, so you'll be able to see a little bit better of what I'm doing, rather than the view that you have now. Baxter's Cooking Lessons. You joined Baxter, and as again, I like to forgot to tell you to, include your friends, invite your friends, tell them, you have an awesome guy that's teaching free cooking lessons, and I'll be doing some meatballs and spaghetti, some buscioloni, that's a Italian thing. I'm gonna be doing a little alla carbonara, which is a authentic, true Italian meal. It's not even really known in America. I'll be doing that. I'll do the chicken parmesan. I'll be doing the eggplant parmesan, which is eggplant, shrimp, red gravy. It's really good stuff. I've really got a lot of gourmet dishes that I'll be sharing with you. So make sure you subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. It don't cost anything to subscribe. Share it abroad so we can get this thing going, and I can come to you live in action. So that would be an awesome thing. I'll be looking forward to going live, because I know that God has big things in store for all of us, and this just so happens to be one of the things that I absolutely love to do. I would have never thought about starting a cooking show, but hey, I love to cook and I love to see people happy, so this way I can do both, and spread it to where I can give you some pointers that will last a lifetime, that you can pass on to your friends and children or grandchildren. Because most of the recipes that I have are either created by me or copycatted from my great aunt Dorothy Lenoir Capilano, or my great grandmother Miss Capilano, or my other grandmother Miss Dubby Como. So I will be doing some awesome things and sharing some awesome things. Just remember to subscribe, hit share, get everybody on board so we can get this thing going. All right, the roux is cooking at a very good temperature. I have it on actually 8.5. I don't like electric stoves, but if you have electric stove, I'm cooking it on 8.5, but I have it on a small burner, that's why. I have it on the small burner over here. I'm gonna get this one going. Let me grab my pan. I have my little table right here. All right. Got that there. Get that going. I cooked some dumplings last night, some vegetable dumplings. That was really, really awesome. Had a little bit of remnants of that in there. Get that going and get everything ready to roll. I'll start to cut up the chicken andouille. This actually comes from Trader Joe's, which is an awesome store. If you don't have one where you're at, you can try to find it. I don't know if you can, because it's a Trader Joe brand, but it's a smoked andouille chicken sausage, all natural, minimally processed, no artificial ingredients, keep refrigerated, fully cooked. So I was impressed, because they don't have a lot of things, because it's a California-based store. So, but the products that they do have are very, very healthy. And so I said, let me try it, because you never know until you try it. And I'll tell you what, I was really impressed. As you can see, I'm using it again. So it had to do something. All right, let me get me got the bay leaf. So we have, so far we got the onion, green onion, parsley. I have the garlic. I already have prep. And here, I clean that. See, I have the fresh garlic here. I clean those and end up putting them in there and then smashing them because it's a little quicker. While I'm trying to show you, just saves me a little time because I don't want to keep you. I know your time is valuable, so I don't really want to keep you too long. I'm trying to do this as fast as possible until we can get the live feed. And once we get the live feed, then we'll be good to go. As you see, I cut that in half, and then long ways in half, and then in half again, which gives you little quarters. So it just gives it a little, adds a little more meat. You get more bites anyway. You ain't gonna add no more meat, but you get more bites with it. Cuts it up. Just lets it stretch a little longer. Because I am one that when I serve food, I don't like to have to scrape all through the pan or the pot to fish for the meat. I like to load the meat down so you have a lot of meat when you grab the spoon. It's supposed to have meat on it. So here we go. I had a couple of parties I could have went to tonight, but I ended up going to church, and we had a New Year's Eve service, which is really awesome. Expecting God for a lot of things this year, and also live streamed that Victory Fellowship in Metairie, Louisiana, 5108 Airline Drive. All right, that sounds like it could be ready for some oil. Throw a little bit of my flavor. Oh, looks like I need to get some more. That's my flavored herb oil. I love the sound of this. Listen to this. Ooh, woo. I love that. There is nothing better than that. Nothing better, babe. That's it. We almost, it looks like a lot, but you know it's really not. Especially when you get a system. You get you a system hooked up, and you'll roll really fast. Showing off a little bit of skill there. All right, that knife I should have been using just a little bit different texture. Remember, keep your fingers tucked. Oh, you see that sixth sense I was telling you about, huh? Gotta be careful. That roux. Especially once it starts to get dark. Because once it starts to get dark, you got a greater chance of burning it because it don't have much to go as it's already. You've already got a dark color, so more heat just causes it to burn. Actually, while I'm doing this, I'll kick it down a little bit. Put it on 7. I usually don't like my knife to leave the board, but when you're cutting meat, like sausage casing, you almost got to drag through it or it won't cut all the way through it. Like this, pull it off the front. Push it. All right, gotta offload some sausage. Beautiful. if you can smell that. Just that. And then when you add that to the roux, bam! What I'm talking about there, babe. That's right. There we go. 2020, it's 10:31. So another hour and a half, or an hour and 29 minutes to be precise. We'll be looking into another year. Hopefully this year will be better than before. This country needs love. We need love, light, and laughter. With those three things, anything is possible. Love, light, and laughter. Too much hatred going on, and people just need to grow up and try to love somebody. You can love somebody. There we go. Look at that, huh? That's right. Baxter's cooking lessons. I'm coming straight to you from Metro, Louisiana, right down the street, Lake Pontchartrain. New Orleans, Louisiana, 5 minutes this away. Kenner Airport, 3 minutes that away. Now you had a virtual tour of the whole southern part of the state. That's right. Here we go. What we got? Almost water time. I'll show you what I mean by almost water time. See? You can see the color. The color has gotten a little bit, a lot darker. So, yeah. Put that on high. Get my water. And you remember when you're adding the water, just a little at a time. You don't want to put, boom, dump it all in at one time, because what you're doing is you're building the roux. So add that little bit. It'll cook down and it'll thicken back up. But if you put too much water at one time, boom, it'll never thicken. So you basically want to build it little at a time. Oh man, that's love. Woo! Love is in the air. I said love is in the air. Oh, we got it going on over here. All right, see? All right. I'm almost there, almost there. Says Fred Astaire. We're almost there. All right, we can get rid of this. There's no more scraping the bottom. I actually use my spoon. You see that bottom of that spoon gets burnt, and this is a brand new one. But I love using a wooden spoon. Excuse me. All right, we're getting somewhere. Another 5 minutes. That sucker will be ready to roll. Then add all the meats, and then you let it cook for about 30 minutes. The longer the better, but you can eat it in 30 minutes once that chicken is done. When it cooks and then sits up, you put it in the refrigerator, let it cool completely down at room temperature before putting it in the refrigerator. Don't put it in there covered while it's warm, because it can spoil and it will change the temperature of your refrigerator. It could cause other things to be damaged. It doesn't seem like it, but trust me, temperatures are very important when you're dealing with food, especially when you have dairy products or poultry or any type of seafood in the refrigerator. It's a lot more dangerous than people think. Not too dangerous as long as you... All right, that's what you want. See that? Look at that. Ooh, caramelized onion. Add that in there. Now I have that going. A little bit more olive oil, because I'm almost out. I use a lot of this. I'm gonna start buying it by the gallon. I believe when I go back, I will get a gallon of olive oil. So I have that gone. Put this in there. And we got this. I have the meat on. Oh, like it was a disaster. See that save? Huh? This thing I played football. Alright. There's that going. I have this. Hey Anna, if you're watching, I know that we is killing you, but guess what? We is included for you. You are part of we. So hey Anna, my little friend. I love how this works. You do that, break them. They smash pretty easy. If you don't want to use your knife, you can use a spoon as well. But I find that it kind of jumps from the spoon because of the shape of it. Alright. Stop it. Whatever consistency you want. I can throw that whole clove. I'll throw the whole clove in there. And I have done it and probably will do it with this. Just because I love me some garlico. And that's cooking very nicely. Boiling. Uh-oh, they won't hit the floor. God made dirt, dirt don't hurt. Alright, and these are fresh bay leaves, which everything fresh is much better. It totally enhances the flavor of whatever you're cooking. I did not see my sage. Here we go. Alright, I got a little bit of the rosemary. Got a little bit of the cilantro. That's all I have left is a little bit. So I'll put that whole piece in there. Take a little bit of the... there's my sage. Take a little bit of the rosemary twigs. Put that in there. Have some of the sage. Matter of fact, I'm going to use the rest of the sage. Not much. I love the way that the sage enhances the flavor so nicely. I mean, sometimes you can use all fresh seasonings and not have to use any kind of a sodium seasoning like salt, pepper, garlic, anything, because the flavor is already there. It's really a beautiful thing. Yeah, this is going to be a dynamite. And I have a beautiful consistency. On the roof. Got it going. We have it going. All right. I will do a little bit of green onion. A little parsley. And the bell pepper you can add whenever you want. I like to wait until it's done and cut it julienne style. And what I mean by that is like this, and then just little chunks, and then like right before I serve it, I'll drop those boys on the top, cut like that. That's julienne style. I'll dump those right on the top because I like it with a little texture to it. All right, the meat is ready. You can see the meat going downtown. Bam, there we go. I have the boneless, skinless chicken breast right here, which is really good. You're gonna like it. Too bad you can't have smell-o-vision. Alright. The boneless, skinless thighs are in the house. Really good product. I love the boneless, skinless thighs because you can do so much with it. You can do the gumbo, you can do these were previously rinsed. I just have them still sitting in the pack. You can do gumbos, you can do fricassés, you can do Asian food, just a number of things. Mexican food, just all the above. Okay, people, there you have it. You have Baxter's Cooking Lessons, Episode 3, the famous chicken andouille gumbo, number 2. Happy New Year's. I am going to put a little bit of this Meat Magic by Paul Prudhomme to enhance some of the veal, some of the chicken that's in there, and a little bit of the seafood magic. And you can add a little bit of filet gumbo as well. I'll add a little bit of the garlic powder just to kick off those other pieces. Bam! There you have it. And the hot sauces here, you can add salt and pepper to taste. However you prefer to. Oops, didn't mean to block you out. I was going to try to give you a view of the gumbo, what it looks like now, what we just built. So there you have it, people. That is a nice thing. We'll let that cook for about 45 minutes. Happy New Year. Thank you for joining me. My name is Paul Baxter, Metairie, Louisiana, and I'm over and out. Y'all have a very blessed New Year. 2021 is upon us. Go love your families and love this show. Thank you and God bless. Over and out.